Hello, and welcome to FilmShorts. I'm Dr. Jesse Rhines, the author of the book Black Film, White Money, which is a political economy of the entry of African Americans into the feature film industry from 1896 until 1994. Today on FilmShorts, we have Yule Caise, filmmaker, film producer, film director, and screenwriter. Yule, welcome to the show.
It's good to be here.
Now we are going to first see, we're going to see two of your films today, and the first one will be Boys Night Out.
Yes.
Can you give us a setup on that, please?
Yeah. Boys Night Out is a film that deals with both homophobia and AIDS in communities of color, and I wanted to make a film. It's about a homophobic man who comes to San Francisco for a job interview, and he's coerced into running a charity race. He used to be a runner. The only rule in the race is that the contestants must wear a minimum of 2.5-inch heels. and that's the setup for the film. He's a reluctant runner when he finds out.
2.5-inch heels, I guess.
And it was a film that's meant to stimulate dialogue in communities, especially in communities of color, dealing with the issue of AIDS and homophobia.
Well, let's see if it does that. All right, let's take a look at Boys Night Out. Come on back to us.
So did he tell you about the race?
Yeah. How long is it?
It's pretty long. it's not the distance, it's the competition. In a word, fierce.
And the stakes are pretty high too. $5,000 to the winner and a trip to Paris.
Paris, you're kidding me.
It's a charity run. Somebody donated it. Impressive.
So he's still running.
Yeah.
So he's still fast?
Oh yeah. What do you think?
I think you're looking a little slow.
I think you're looking a little old.
Yeah, I think you need my dust.
I think you'd come in second like you always did.
No, I think you're dreaming.
Well, maybe you better wake me up.
What? You saying you want to race? Stop the car!
You know, I don't even have on the right shoes.
Don't let your shoes stop you. What's so funny?
I'll be right back.
Promise? Après-vous, Sherry. I need to go and get changed, so why don't you make yourself a drink? You look like you need one.
Would you involve? I love you so. I got a lot of needs, baby. You're the only one I ever loved.
That's Imelda's armoire, get it? Imelda, and my name's Marco. Imelda Marcos. Come on, Carter, look at the shoes.
So where is she?
Who?
Imelda.
You're looking at her, dear. So, what do you think? They look like pumps, but they feel like sneakers. Winston!
is going on?
I told you we're running in a race.
Yeah, dressed like that? And wearing those?
It's the rules. You have to wear a minimum of 2.5-inch heels.
Just take me back to the hotel.
Sorry, not enough time. The race starts at midnight.
Then I'll catch a cab. Should have known better.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
It means that only a queer race would start at midnight.
Or one of your little all-boy prep school secret society deals.
That's different.
Is it?
Excuse me, but you wouldn't know the half of it.
Excuse me, I may not have gone to prep school, but I did go to Yale.
Figures.
Screw you.
I bet you like that.
Speak for yourself, breeder boy. You're the one who's getting off.
Enough.
Carver, you can get your cab from the race.
Who is this faggot anyway?
He's my lover. Now let's go.
Can you believe this? Hey, can you get me out of here? Take me to the Commodore Hotel, please.
I'm off duty till this race thing is over. I get money on Shiva.
Hey. Hey, man, don't be like this.
Man, don't be like
That's
that.
who I am. It shouldn't matter.
Well, it does to an old friend.
I've been trying to tell you for a long time.
Then why didn't
Because I knew you wouldn't understand.
Well, I don't.
And I'm not asking you to. I just want you to accept it. I really wanted you to see me run.
Yeah, well.
And see that who I love hasn't changed who I am.
So how long you been?
Gay? I think I've always been. I think I've always been
Gay.
good. But I think I first realized that time ago when skinny dipping and
Oh,
man,
God.
I'm kidding. I've never been attracted to you.
Why not? Hey, you better go. Hey, I'm glad you're still running.
You sure you don't want to stick around?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I could use some of that old team spirit.
Yeah, all right. For old times.
All right. Ah! Ah, shit! Fucking heels.
Are you okay? You all right?
Shit!
What happened?
I twisted my ankle. What am I gonna do now? I can't run like this.
It's just a race, man. There'll be others.
It's not just a race. I'm trying to raise some money.
Since when did you care about money?
Since my parents cut me off.
Why'd they do that?
Why do you think? Everybody runs for different AIDS organizations. We're running for a free clinic. We're gonna need their services.
I don't get it.
Marco and I are running for each other. We're both HIV positive, Carver.
Someone's coming. Come on, girl, let's get you out of those shoes.
Go on, Marco. I'll stay with him.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Run like the wind, sweetheart.
You're still clumsy.
You still stupid. Man, you're always the fastest.
Yeah.
Why don't you run in my place?
Because I'm not gay.
Oh, well, you know, I think you can't handle it. Man, half the people here aren't gay.
I can't run in those.
Well, don't let your shoes stop you.
Prevention, Amasi, Project Open Hand, Shanti, the Asian American AIDS Organization, the House of Geffen, the House of Diller, and numerous others. You all know who you are. Now let's get started.
Red light. Hello. I think you left someone out.
Of course, I couldn't forget the mama of them all, running for Ampar, the Queen of Queens, Sheba. Since you're all rebels with the cause, let's start the race. On your mark, get set, go!
I thought you were supposed to be faster than a speeding bullet.
Well, we cut off the last couple of seconds of it. I think that that's my fault, though. But I think that that's a great film.
No, thank you.
How did you get involved in this, and where did you get the money to do this project?
Well, I got involved I wanted to make Boys Night Out. I had unfortunately lost my eldest brother to AIDS several years ago. And I wanted to do something in his memory and honor. He's my father's first child, so we didn't actually grow up in the same household. And it was kind of that regret of not having spent more time. And I wanted to do something that would kind of honor his memory that wasn't...
Yeah, it's kind of an homage.
That was also going to be, fun in a way. And came up with the idea for Boys Night Out actually when I was over in Barcelona.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that you weren't over there running with the bulls?
No. I was. This was actually way back during the Olympics, and I had met somebody at a race. A friend of a friend said, "Oh, why don't you meet my friend?" And he told me to meet this guy. And the guy said, "Oh, we'll meet at 1 o'clock." And I said, "Oh, great, lunch, 1 o'clock." And everything in Spain happens late at night. And they said, "No, 1 in the morning." And I was like. I got there and people were running this race and had heels, and I was like, "What is going on?" and it kind of forced me to challenge.
Right. So it's really inspired by actual and true events.
Yes.
Wow,
Not this particular race, but I made the race. I decided, wouldn't that be great if that race was actually for a cause?
Right, for a cause. Oh,
yeah.
That's great. That's great. It's a great film.
Thank you.
The next thing that we're going to see is a film that you did earlier called Shoes. And it's interesting that both of these films are about shoes. What is it with you and shoes?
As people would say, I have an obsession with shoes, and I think that they are...
A shoe fetish.
Yeah, I have a shoe fetish. Yeah. Although I wear regular shoes.
Right. Okay, so why don't you tell us something about Shoes? Give us a setup for that.
Shoes is a film about 3 young inner city kids who are obsessed with clothing and shoes in particular, and how one of them ends up almost killing somebody over a pair of shoes. And I just thought it was a great story that dealt with both materialism within the inner city communities. I wanted to play with some of those images and challenging, not just within the Black community, just in general, but this was a story that struck close to my heart.
Now you were Shoes was your thesis. I don't know what you call it at Harvard.
Yes, it was my final thesis project at Harvard. Yes.
Okay. Great.
And, won a bunch of awards, and I'm very proud of Shoes to this day. I have
very nice. It just occurred to me that I didn't even mention that you were an actor. And of course, we saw you acting and a runner.
This is true. I grew up actually working as an actor in the theater and on a television series. One of the early television series was about the Black family. It was a precursor to the Cosby Show.
What was the name of it?
It was called Up and Coming.
Up and Coming.
And it was when in the early 80s PBS tried to enter the national market and for regular dramatic shows, and I was the youngest son in the family, and it played kind of a middle class Black family.
Great. Okay, well, now we're just about to go into shoes.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, come back and see us in a few moments after you watch Shoes.
Don't Tom. He make more money than anybody. He's the head waiter. He don't Tom.
He just stands there looking chill. And those rich white bitches say, "Oh, Nolan, will you sweeten my tea for me?" He drops a lump of sugar in the cup and don't even acknowledge the bitch's existence. He's cool, Marshall, like ice, and steadily making money. No, sir. Nolan don't talk. And that's just how I want to be when I stop waiting.
Travis, give me my gun back. And if I don't, then I'm gonna shoot you in your stubborn ass, and you're gonna end up like the rest of the folks that be messing with me from now on.
You always sweating people, taking things too far. Damn, Smokey, man. You be ill or what? We just playing.
Man, when you got a loaded gun, it ain't playing. That's how come Bubba Wayne got killed. Him and Big Marvin McGrew were just playing around, that gun went off.
Where'd you get that gun from?
From Sonny Red for $30.
Alright, get me one. You gonna get one, Smoke?
Man, I'm gonna get my shoes as soon as Mr. Wisely gets here.
Yeah, well, while y'all holding out your money for some shoes, I'm holding on to my money because next week I'm gonna have enough for a meal ticket. That's what you ought to get, because you're gonna need some sure way to eat. Your feet sure ain't gonna feed you.
Man, you act like my mama don't feed me.
I don't know, maybe your mama hired Mr. Wisely as a personal cook.
Ooh! Good as you and your mama. Maybe even better.
Yo, Marshall, man. Your mama has so many kids, she can only afford to feed you by lottery.
See, Travis, how you gonna do me like that, man? I wasn't even talking to you.
Stop, you don't win my
At
lottery.
least my mama don't do all her shopping at the liquor store.
I don't play that, Marshall. Even if you do got a gun.
Good afternoon, boys. How are you today?
I didn't think he's gonna show, Mr. Wisely. You got my money?
Of course, just like I promised. $280 in cash. Green, as you say. Now look, don't let this money burn a hole in your pocket, and you put it someplace safe.
Safe? That money's good as gone. The word Gucci's written all over those bills.
You're not spending it all, are you, Ronald?
Nah, I just got some shoes and a couple of other things I'm laying away. Things I need for school. Not gonna have my money?
Of course, so. How much are you spending?
All of it. Those shoes alone cost $185. The Feli sweatshirt cost $25. The leather Kangol hat cost $30. And that dress shirt cost $40. That's $280 right there.
You need to shut up, Travis.
Travis, I'm talking to Ronald now. Ronald, tell me that Travis was just playing around.
Travis don't know what he's talking about, Mr. Wisely. I already put money down on those things.
Boy, have you gone out of your head? Rich people don't run around wasting money like that.
I'm not wasting it. I'm spending it on me. I need those clothes, Mr. Wisely. You don't understand.
I didn't say you don't need the clothes, but you don't go spending all your money on your back and on your feet. Why don't you do like Marshall do and help your mother out?
My mama works. She can buy what she wants.
Mm-hmm. We know what she wants.
Didn't you tell me to hold on to part of your check so you could take care of yourself?
I am taking care of myself. I'm spending it on something I can see and hold. Can I have my money, Mr. Wisely?
Look, just hold on to your horses. I would be making a big mistake if I let you go out and spend your money on something you couldn't afford. Now, it would be silly for me to go out and be trying to buy a yacht when I have to ride to work on the bus.
You want a yacht so badly, maybe you should try and get you one.
I know plenty of folks that got a Cadillac and ain't even got a place of their own to stay.
That's their business.
They're fools. That's just what they is, just a bunch of fools.
Look, Mr. Wisely, I know what I'm doing. It's like my mama says, we ain't never had nothing, so you might as well try to get what you can while you're young and try to be happy. Because when you're older, your life is hell.
Your life is hell now. But you just too blind to see it. If your mama set good examples for you, do you think I would have had to invest all that time and energy into you? my wife and I tried to give you the chance that you deserved. Your mama works 6 days a week. And what does she do with her money? Spend it on alcohol and fancy clothes. You got more sense than that, ain't you?
You just don't understand my mama, do you?
What don't I understand? I understand that Marshall's mom's got 8 kids. She works, she feeds them, and she makes time to raise them right. You an only child, and your mama let you grow wild like a weed.
Them people my mama worked for is enough to make anybody drink.
Then she ought to quit.
It don't work that way, Marshall. When you work for white folks, you got to get control of them and let them know you mean business. And that takes time. Otherwise, they'll stomp you down like old man Roth did Floyd. Ain't that right, Smoke?
That's how it be. Straight up.
Well, it don't have to be that way all the time. Look, Ronald, I know you're gonna be upset with me, but I'm gonna hold on to your money until Monday.
What?
Until you've thought things over a bit.
I want my shoes today and I want my money now.
I know you do, Ronald. I know how you feel.
If you how he feels, you'll cough up the money so we can move on.
I don't want you to be sorry for something just because you didn't take time to stop and think.
The last thing I'll be sorry for is them shoes.
Listen, Ronald, sometime when I'm sitting at home watching the television set and I see all of the new cars being advertised, I want one so bad I can taste it. I can see myself now behind the wheel of that new Lincoln Continental. I want one so bad I could cry. And then I say to myself, people all around the world want something. Some people just want a roof over their head. Why, look at me when I'm talking to you. Then I say to myself, after a few months, I'll probably be tired of that car. And then I'd want something else. Something else I couldn't afford. And there I'd be, dissatisfied again. Only this time I'd be in debt. And debt is the worst thing in a person's life. If you don't have to owe somebody, don't owe them. And let me tell you, you will always need something of your own to fall back on.
You through? That your speech? Right now, the fact is you owe me. And I want my money now.
Mr. Wisely's right, Smokey. You should think about it.
Man, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about them shoes every day since I put them on layaway. And today's the last day before they go back to stock. And I'm out almost $25.
It's better than being out $250.
Mr. Wisely, Smokey's been working all summer to get what he wants. Those shoes mean something to him.
You're gonna need that money during the school year, Smokey.
Man, if I can't be clean, I ain't going. School's a bunch of boring bullshit anyhow.
You got to get your education.
Why? So I can grow up and be a waiter like you? You need no education for that.
Boy, in my day.
You always talking about your day.
This is the 80s, Mr. Wisely.
Exactly. And that's exactly why you can't go around spending everything you got on a pair of shoes. It ain't what's on your back that folks respect. It's what you got in your head. And you acting like a hard-headed fool.
If Mr. Roth don't let us work this winter, maybe you could use the money then.
I can also use it now. Give me my money so I can get my things.
That bus is gonna be here in a minute.
I'm sorry, Ronald. Monday
I'll be wearing my shoes.
What did I say, Ronald? Monday when you calm down.
Mr. Wisely, my money.
Give me my gun, Smokey.
Yo, are you crazy? Quit bugging out.
Where'd you get that gun from?
It's Marshall's gun. He bought it.
Marshall's gun?
You better stay away, Mr. Wisely.
Son, you don't want to be doing what you're doing.
No, I don't. But you didn't give me my money when I asked you for it. And I want my shoes today.
They're just shoes, son. Don't put material things in front of your people and friends. Otherwise, you're going to be lost forever.
Man, I'm about to lose some bullets inside your ass if you don't hand over my money. All I'm asking for is what's mine.
Weren't you listening to a word I was saying, boy?
Ever since I've been knowing you, you've been talking at me. When have you ever asked what I thought? Never. So now I'm telling you, and I think you better give me my money. Now.
Do you realize who you're talking to? Me, Alonzo Wisely. I practically raised you. I cared for you like you was my own. I took you to church. I fed you. I got you this job.
Man, don't be throwing that shit in my face and I'm talking about what have I done for you, crap. You ain't done no more than what you should have done.
Yo, Smokey, you was just going on about how dangerous a gun was. This ain't no joke.
See me laughing, Travis?
Ain't I always tried to be your friend, Ronald? Ain't I worth more than a pair of shoes?
You don't mean it, Mr. Wisely.
Don't choose this path for your life, son. Down some one-way street, there just ain't no turning back. You little low-life bastard, take your damn money. All $280 of it.
Wow, that's kind of intense. That's pretty intense. That's a really, really great directing job.
Thank you.
What about the writing? Did you write it as well?
Yes, I wrote. Yeah, I adapted that. Yes.
And produced it.
Yes. No. Hugh Taylor produced it.
Hugh Taylor.
Yeah.
Should I know him?
He's produced a lot of television subsequently. We
Okay.
came out here together and started making our way. He's since left the business, but he did a great job.
That's really just a wonderful film. We've seen two wonderful films today, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming on Film Shorts.
Thank you very much for having me, Dr.
Sure.
Ryan.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's another edition of Film Shorts, and you can reach either me or the filmmakers by contacting us at filmshorts.att.net, and I hope we'll see you again next time. Thank you very much.